Alright, everybody. I warned you that it was going to happen again. Here it is. Now, this ain't it, but anyways, yep. Let's take a look at my A.S.S. Air-Powered Sniping System. Number 2. Basically everything was dug out of the trash. The gun was thrown away. And so I adopted it. And because of our first venture into these projects was unsuccessful, I decided to try again with the new and improved version. So this scope is not staying on there. That was just a visual representation. I got everything drilled out. I got it cut down to where I kind of want things to be. And I'm just starting to fit it properly. And by fitting it, let me give you all a little better understanding. I need 2 hands for this. You'll just give me a second. And I'm probably going to be in the way for all of this. So this is a barrel shroud of sorts. This, maybe some of y'all can tell, maybe some of y'all know, just by looking at the metal and the color, kind of gives it away. But this is an extendable pool pole for cleaning your pool. And it was all broken and damaged, being thrown away. So I got it out of the trash and salvaged it into something better. Well, why'd you use that? Well, because the extendable part was inside. And so it was a really nice, good fit. Well, why did you need that? When you see these holes have been purposely stopped. The barrel ends here, and so I have 6 inches to deal with. And that way I can put a spacer, a washer, a spacer, a washer, spacer, a washer, spacer, washer, spacer, until I get back to here, wherever I need it to be. And I think by that description, most everybody will understand what I'm getting at. These washers did not exist in real life. I had to figure out a way to chuck them into the drill press so I could turn them down until they fit inside of this pipe. And so, wow, there was a process in all these holes. Man, I think that was 80 holes. They got marked out, drilled. And after it was done, it worked out just fine. It kind of looks good. Can't really see where I missed. So we drilled the holes, got them all deburred. I'm guessing we're probably there's a lot more fitting that's got to go on with this, and I can get rid of some of these rough edges, which they're not really bad. I mean, I've already cleaned them up. There ain't nothing really bad, but I can improve. I got to take a little bit more out of here so that it can slide further back to the receiver on a little pellet gun over there. And then I can fix this up at that end. To get this on, I had to make spacers. Well, I guess I can start explaining why this thing was in the trash. And that was because from here to the end, it was missing the sight and it was peeled back like a banana. Nobody knows why. But so the barrel was just flopping around inside the shroud here, and after that, everybody just decided that it was broke and wasn't any good anymore. Goes in the trash. So I had to make a spacer because nothing on the planet existed to accept this diameter and the diameter of the pool pole. It just, nothing in the world existed. And I have to have perfect alignment in order for the last 6 inches to do its job. So that's what these spacers are. What are those spacers? Well, I got lucky. And man, I've just, everywhere I go, I try and think of a better way and something better that I can use. And I really wanted plastic because wood, wood worked here and it worked here. But after I had to drill the bigger hole, it didn't work anymore. It broke and I was having issues and it wasn't going to work. I needed plastic. Well, there ain't no plastic anywhere that I can just have a big chunk and start milling and working on. And so I was at the hardware store. I was telling the story to one of the employees that worked in the lumber yard. He goes, "Say, man, I got exactly what you need." And I was like, "Really?" He was like, "Well, yeah. I've got composite," and I knew exactly what he was talking about, and it was the greatest idea. This is deck board material. It's a composite deck board. And it's plastic. And you can work with it, you can drill it, you can screw it, you can do whatever you need to this stuff. And it'll last forever. And so I've got one more piece, and here's the tricky part of all this. I got one more piece that fits over this shroud to accept that shroud. And I've got to get it on here. The problem being, excuse me, is that this metal on here is actually stainless, and I can't drill through it. So I'm going to have to rely on adhesive, I guess. I'm going to pile up a bunch of epoxy, and like half of this is going to fit over here. And I'll clamp it down, I'll put a bunch on there, and I'll get it all the way back up into here too. And I'll sand that up so it's got something to bite to. And I'll just pile it up, stick that little piece on, and pile it up here more if I have to. Or if I feel necessary by that point. And kind of hope for the best. I don't know a better way. I can, after I get it on there, I can try and fake some screws through it back into the handguard. Well, that little plastic handguard, man, I'm not real sure about. So So that's the only problem I'm dealing with right now, is just getting getting this end attached to there. That's the only issue that I got to deal with. Because what I'm going to do, I'll slide this back on. Man, this all fits really good already. I'm really surprised. Since I can drill into that decking material, well, I can drill through this and into there. I can put some nice little screws in here. And I can put one on either side. And out here at the end, well, I've got room to put 4. 2 on the side and 2 on top and bottom if I feel so necessary. And I can repeat it here. So I've got another spacer right there. So I got room for 2 more screws right there. And then back here on the back. And then after I do my washer, I don't think this thing has any chance but to work. So anyways, that's our update on my A.S.S. Pro number 2. Anyways, that's our quick update. Hope y'all are enjoying it. Man, I wish this was in a better, I wish this was just in a little better shape. And man, I might try and find a way to leave it that, what do you call it? That blue color. I would. It is kind of neat looking. However, all the inside here, more than likely painted black. Get rid of all that shiny. And try and get the inside of this black as much as I can. And after that, it'll pretty much probably get the same camo job as its predecessor. Here's another issue I'd like to bring up with y'all. The stock. I don't know if y'all can see that. See the gap up top? And it's closed, open, close, open, close. Wow, that's annoying. And I tightened this screw, and it helped a little, but not much. I took the screw out, and that did not allow me to slide the stock out. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get the stock out so I can do whatever it takes to get it tightened up, or just make another. I almost thought about getting some lumber and carving ugh, here we go, a thumb hole stock. But if I can make this one work, then I'm not going to go through all the trouble. However, that thumb hole stock just seems to sound better and better. Look at that. Silver anniversary. That makes it special. Anyways, let's see. Or y'all tell me how you feel about number 2. Am I going the right direction this time, or another fail, but looks cool, or let's see what y'all got to think. Y'all comment down there. Let's talk about it. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.